The scandals surrounding the Conservative Party at the moment comes back to the same issues that have been dogging the party since Brexit, really, which is responsibility, accountability, the need to explain what's going on, the need to distance the issues of control and greed from reason and responsibility. The Conservative Party has given a leadership on control and greed. And that's what you see throughout society, in the banks, in insurance companies, wherever you go. It's all about control and greed. How much can these businesses make? Because they have the power to set the rules. Whoever has the power to set the rules can enforce those rules without responsibility. And if somebody blows too much of a whistle, they can have an investigation. There's no accountability. We need to bring back reason and responsibility into our lives. Craig Williams, the parliamentary private secretary to the Prime Minister, he's the fellow who would reach over and tap the Prime Minister on the shoulder or whisper sweet nothings in his ear during PMQs, has come under scrutiny for placing a bet on the date of the general election, just days before that announcement. And he's admitted making the bet. He's apologised. He's acknowledged it was a huge error of judgment. He said, "I will not expand." Interesting concept. And the Gambling Commission has launched an investigation into the incident, which has raised serious questions about the integrity and ethical standards of those people leading the Conservative Party. And it's not just, oh yeah, let's pour the blame on Craig Williams, let's pour the blame on all these other individuals. In the end, it doesn't matter if, as Nigel Farage tries to blame the company that was supposed to do the vetting checks on his candidates, it doesn't matter whether the company didn't do a good job. The person who took the responsibility is the person leading the party. The person leading the Conservative Party is Rishi Sunak. It doesn't matter how he delegates the problems. Maybe he's a bad delegator. Maybe he's chosen the wrong people to trust. His problem, not ours. And the incident has significant implications for the general election, highlighting issues of integrity, conduct among political figures and beyond. And because it's the example they give, it strained the Conservative Party's campaign, already under pressure because of controversies and challenges. And the opposition parties, of course, have called for Craig Williams, but now also they've called for the other people, Tony Lee and Laura Saunders, married. Tony Lee, the director of campaigns for the Conservative Party, married to Laura Saunders, the party's candidate for Bristol North West. Tony Lee took leave of absence from his role at the Conservative campaign headquarters, CCHQ, and then immediately we were told the Gambling Commission is investigating him. So the Conservative Party suddenly doesn't have a person leading the campaign. This is astronomically bad for a modern political party to suddenly be without a captain steering the ship. And it's not as though Rishi Sunak can sort of come in and take hold of the wheel and turn things round. Rishi Sunak couldn't turn a grapefruit round. This is about integrity. It's about home goals. It's about levels of stupidity which are simply staggering, but it's also about levels of arrogance and public trust, and it's about people making a quick buck, or as they call it, or as Craig Williams calls it, a flutter. It's simply distasteful. And as I say, it brings to the fore issues of integrity, about the misuse of insider information, about confidential information used to gain unfair advantage, the serious legal and reputational consequences of that, no matter how much money is involved, and the the leader of the opposition, Sir Keir Starmer, has rightly criticised the Conservative Party for failing to take action at the beginning of this scandal when Craig Williams was found to have put a bet on the date of the election. It doesn't matter whether he's expanding or not expanding. It's not his job. It's the job of the Prime Minister, who's the leader of the Conservative Party, to take decisive action and to sort things out. There's too many scandals, and he's too busy dithering behind procedure to command control and command confidence. At this moment, at least one Conservative parliamentary candidate is likely to be thrown out. That's going to be one candidate that people will not be able to vote for, and possibly two. Possibly we'll see more. But I don't know how far this scandal goes. But it underscores the importance of getting on, getting on the issues as fast as they occur, and sorting them out with authority, rather than with this control. Authority is something that you have. Authority. I'm making a sort of etymological distinction there that perhaps is unfounded, but I think authority is something that comes from within, and control is something that you impose. And control just seems like the stuff of power and the stuff of bullies. And authority is something that comes with responsibility and with integrity and with decision making. People have authority, and it's something which is missing in public life in our country. And the computer says no. Does the computer have authority? No. The computer has control. And you have to ask, so who do I talk to who actually has authority? And you can't. You can't, and that's the problem. That's the problem with our society at the moment. You can't talk to people who can make decisions because nobody has authority.